cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's time again to cherish all the time you spend, you tuned in to. It's the number one podcast. The topics of discussion when we broadcast. So all them artificial man jokes, we do it natural from the concrete to a public standpoint. Real, wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen. Wherever you're from, life is coexisting, but to know the real, you just gotta listen.
What up, everybody, and welcome to the 52 Scott Podcast. This is For Women Wednesday. I'm your host, Freddie G, joined by my co-host, K Money, Slash, and Comedian 96. Collectively, we are the Mind of Men. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast. On Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to like and subscribe. And welcome to another Women Wednesday. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, none of us chose to be here. Let me repeat that. None of us chose to be here. We all got here under different circumstances. Some of us got here because of love. Some of us got here because of spite. Some of us got here because of an accident. Some of us got here because of the influence of alcohol and or drugs. Some of us got here because of a money grab. Some of us got here because of deception. And unfortunately, some of us got here because of unwanted forced sexual intercourse. Nevertheless, I'm going to assume we were all created out of love. Meaning, your mother and father loved each other so much that they decided to make love and create you. Now, before we go any further, I know we have religious and or spiritual listeners who will add God into the mix by saying, God is the creator of all things. God is the reason why we're here. God, God, God. I get it. And make no mistake about it, unless you are an atheist or you believe in a different God that I'm speaking of, everybody knows and believes that God is omnipotent. So, this is not about God. This is about two people who were given free will by God, and the two people are a mother and a father. So, if you are a mother or a father, this episode is definitely for you. If you're not a mother or a father, you are a daughter or son. So this episode is for you too. You just have to listen with the mindset that you are the child and not the parent. In other words, this episode is for every damn body. Now, with that being said, fellas, not only are we somebody's child, we're also parents. So let me ask, do y'all agree or disagree that responsible parenting starts before having a child? And if you agree, what steps can a person take toward being a responsible parent before having a child?
Now, when you say before having a child, are you speaking of before the pregnancy even occurs, or during pregnancy before the child?
Before the pregnancy even occurs. You're in a relationship with somebody that you love.
Planning.
You're love. So,
planning. You're planning. You want to plan it. You want to say, hey, where we going? What we doing?
And I also think you definitely want to know the consequences of having a child if you don't already know or haven't had one or had the experience to know somebody with one to give you ideas on how to raise them. You definitely need to know the consequences, the goods and the bads, because kids don't accept things the way, adults accept it. And you have to be mindful of kids having, I guess, being upset. They take things a little different. They don't know love. Mm-hmm. It's basically what I'm trying to say. So if you're not showing them or teaching them, then they won't grow up with it. So you have to be mindful of knowing, how to be a parent. Research, figure it out.
I just don't think folks really mentally get in that mindset until they realize, it's actually happening.
Yeah.
You know, and that's why I asked the question when you said, you know, before parenting, when would you prepare yourself?
Are there any steps that a person can take of being a responsible parent before actually having a child?
Yeah, and this could go both ways for the man and the woman. Know who you having a baby with. Don't have a baby with banana cream pie. Both the man or the woman could be the banana cream pie.
Yeah.
So know that person. If you know that person kind of crazy, man, put on a condom or two. You know, don't even trust the pull-out game because she crazy. She gonna pull you in. So know who you having a baby with. That goes for the man and it goes for the woman.
How can that prepare you if you knowing?
Boy, can you imagine? I've seen it.
The key word is responsible parenting.
Yeah.
So if you know you got a banana cream pie, you know that I shouldn't be procreating with this individual.
Exactly.
So responsible parenting is not actually having a child by this person.
Yeah, banana cream pie be fine and has best sex, but you know damn well you not supposed to have no baby with banana cream pie.
And responsible parenting is also knowing the financial basis of having a child.
So you know what? Comedian 96 and Slash. First of all, Comedian 96, you touched on a few because I listed some stuff here.
Yeah.
And I was going to go down this list too. But before I went down the list, I wanted to hear y'all thoughts. Comedian 96, you touched on a couple of things.
Yeah.
Which was good. Slash, prior to you saying what you just said, which is good, what you just said, but you said something else. You was about to go down that road, and I was like, okay, he on it. But then for some kind of way, you just veered off of it.
I went to the left.
Yeah. So with that being said, man, one of the things I have on my list is know the reason you're doing it. Meaning, if you're going to have a child, know why you're actually wanting to have a child.
Is it just sex, or do you love this person?
Yeah, you got to know why. And a lot of times, people don't know why they really want to have a child. It sounds crazy, but...
Well, let me ask y'all this, because we here. How many of y'all, I know everybody on this panel got kids. How many of y'all planned those children? Were they planned? Was this a planned pregnancy?
I planned my second one, not my first one.
I planned my second one. And if you listen, my first one, if you listening, hey, man.
Look, I planned my second one. I said I wanted a girl. I got a girl. I planned it. I knew when she was going to be born, everything. I planned my second one.
Neither one of mine was planned.
Yeah.
Not one of them.
Yeah, my second one was planned.
It wasn't playing, bro. I was just going for what I know.
But you know what? When I think of playing, you know what? Let me say this. I think that you can plan without actually
planning.
Yeah. And part of planning is I'm with this individual and I love this individual. And I'm going to shoot up the club. And if she's pregnant with my seed, it's all good.
It's all good.
Yeah.
So I think that too
could be
a
part
of planning.
Yes.
So to my first one, you were playing too.
Let me ask you fellas this question. So before we all had kids, were you guys preparing yourselves to be parents?
No. I wasn't.
No.
I wasn't.
No, I would say no. I wasn't. But I will also say this. I was receptive
if it had
to being a father.
Okay, I got you.
And I was receptive because I knew the person that allowed me to shoot up the club was going to be the mother that I always envisioned her to be.
Yeah.
That's good then, because I tell you, man, mine was just, unplanned. And I'm not saying, I mean, because this is life and life happens. Neither one of them was planned. I was just, hey, this is what we doing, and boom, now you find out that the girl is pregnant. But like you said, Freddie G, earlier, now at this point when I'm finding this out, I take those steps to say, I got to man up no matter what.
That's when I feel like you really start to prepare yourself when it really hits, and there's no turning back.
And man, I'll tell you, my worst feeling during this whole childbirth deal was the actual day the birth came. That's the worst day of it, because this is the day your mind has to say, you got to get your shit together right yesterday.
Yeah.
You don't have another opportunity. Tomorrow ain't waiting for you to get your shit together.
I feel that,
Slash. My that came for me when she started showing, like, oh, this is for real. I think I started saving more money for baby clothes, diapers, and stuff. So because I had planned it, I was like, okay, let me prepare for these diapers, baby clothes. But then she got things went left, and the day she had the baby, it is a bad day because I took myself to child support court. I went and filed on myself that day she was in the hospital having the baby.
So let me ask y'all this. Do y'all believe that part of planning for a child before the woman is even pregnant, you can take a look at your support system around you?
Yeah.
And not saying that you need somebody to help you raise your child, but do y'all agree or disagree that you need a strong support system?
You do need a strong support system.
I mean, we grew up knowing and hearing how it takes a village, so you want to know what your village consists of prior to you bringing a child into this world to kind of have an idea on, what you're going to be dealing with.
And man, I tell you, I was all alone. Because man, I mean, I had friends, or associates that you deal with, but they can't help you.
Yeah.
This is a newborn child. This is your responsibility. You have to figure out what the hell is going on.
There's a difference between help and actually support. Like, not saying, okay, let me give you an example. So, hey, man, I don't know how to change a diaper. And your support system
shows you.
Tells you, hey, man,
this is what you have to do.
You have to do such. Now, I'm not going to go over there and help you change the diaper.
Yeah.
But I'm going to show you and tell you how you need to do it.
Now,
that's a form of somebody supporting you.
The fear for me during this time of childbirth with my first, I was 17 years old. I didn't have a support system to look back on. My mom had already passed. That was my support system. Yeah. Dad was there, but he doing his thing, going to work, and it was his life.
Yeah.
And then here I am starting one, and I don't know shit about how to change a diaper, how to do nothing. I didn't have nobody to say or be a support system, especially when the baby came. So I'm like, man,
I'm still a kid, your damn
I was still a damn kid, man, and I didn't know how to comb hair or none of that. So my daughter would go home, nigga, with an afro. I washed it, dried, but it wasn't no comb, and she'd go home with an afro, and her mom would be like,
sound like me.
What the hell? You can't do her hair? No, bitch, I barely knew how to goddamn do the thing. I mean, I barely knew how to change a diaper.
Yeah, you sound just like me. Mike, shout out to Mike. You know our boy Mike, man. Mike, he had kids prior, and my second daughter mother wanted to do a disappearing act, and she's probably depressed or whatever. Cut her phone off, changed the number, whatever. And I got my daughter for a couple months, so I ain't got no babysitter. I got to go to work, and Freddie G, you probably remember this because I had to bring my daughter to work a couple times. And remember, you stopped me in the mall. In the mall, hey, where you going? Where you going? I was trying to go to Macy's. It was Foley's at the time, but I was trying to go to Macy's, go get her some clothes. You was like, no. I know what you finna do. You finna go spend a whole bunch of money, and in 2 months she gonna can't fit those clothes no more. Remember, you stopped me at Whataburger. You stopped me at Whataburger a long time ago. We was in the tunnel. Yeah, and you had stopped me. You said, I know where you going. I see it in your eyes.
Yeah, we was in
you
the
finna
tunnel.
go spend all this money.
You said in the mall. I'm like,
I'm sorry, the park. It was in the tunnel, the park shops, but you can get to the Macy's.
Yeah.
So I had when she dropped off, I had no babysitter. I had no daycare. I had nothing. And I had to go to work. And my boy Mike, man, stepped in. And he said, man, while you go to work, I'll keep her with my, he had at the time he was dating somebody that had a daughter, 2 daughters. And they came together with Keitha while I'm at work and then bring her home when I get out work. Mm-hmm. So that was really the only support. If it wouldn't have been for Mike, I don't know what I would have done because, my job did let her bring her for a little while, but then it was like, hold on, man, you bring her there every day, you can't do it. Mm-hmm. So yeah, shout out to Mike for that.
sorry.
No, go ahead.
go
I'm sorry, because I was gonna ask him which Mike he was talking about.
Michael Smith.
Okay,
Buck. You might know him. Buck.
I
They call him
probably
Buck.
know, and I thought you was talking.
Y'all
Shout out,
graduated
Mike. Shout
together,
out to
matter of
Mike.
fact.
Shout out.
So here's something that I thought y'all was gonna mention, right? And I want to break some stuff down here. So a lot of times when we think about children having kids, money, like man, I ain't got no money, 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 right? But let me ask y'all: do y'all think that for the people who have children, do y'all think that they actually really truly consider the cost, how much it costs to have and to raise
I don't
a
think
child?
so.
No, I don't think
think
that.
so.
I don't think so. That's why so many kids now. Because if they worried about the cost and you knew that it was going to be expensive, it wouldn't be that many kids.
So just to have a child, give me some numbers that y'all think what it costs to have a child. Starting with you, Slash.
$500,000.
$500,000?
Yes, sir.
Just to have a child.
I mean, just to provide yearly for
just
18
to
years.
Birth the baby. I ain't talking just the birth.
Maybe about 25,000.
Yeah, about
Okay.
25,000-30,000.
That's a good number.
Okay. So now let me give y'all some numbers. It costs nearly $19,000 to have a baby in the United States. That includes expenses for pregnancy, delivery, and postpartum care.
Doctor's appointments.
Yep, the postpartum care. So the actual cost to raise a child until the age of 18 can range from $200,000 to $310,000. Now, I want y'all to think about this. Oftentimes, a woman is left to raise a child alone. And that's why many of them rely on Section 8, food stamps, and Medicaid. Now,
OnlyFans.
yeah.
Oh, you stupid.
Now here's something I want to ask y'all. In a dollar amount earned per year, for a single individual, what do y'all think the poverty line is in the United States?
For single?
A single individual, what do you think the poverty line is per year? Like how much an individual makes to be considered below poverty?
20,000.
I'll say 27,000.
I'm gonna say 50.
Okay. So, for a single person, the poverty line is $15,650. So, if you're below that and you're single, you're living below the poverty level.
Right.
Okay.
For a two-parent household, if you're making $21,150, that's below. If you're making below that, for a two-person household, you're making below the poverty level. For a three-person household, if you're making $26,650, if you're making below that, that's below the poverty level. And if you're in a four-person household, if you're making $32,150, anything below that in a four-person household is below the poverty level. Now, with that being said, now that y'all know these numbers, right? What percentage of children in the United States that y'all think, percentage of children in the United States that are currently living below the poverty level?
First number jumped in my mind was 17%.
Okay. What do you think?
I'm going to say about 70%.
I'm gonna say about 30%.
Comedian 96,
Yeah.
you're really, really close.
What was it?
16%.
16%. Okay.
16% of the
Range,
children in the United States are living below the poverty
You
level.
know what? That's not a big number. That's not. I mean,
That's a lot of people.
Okay, now we're going to go ahead.
But
That's
wait,
a lot of people.
but you're only talking about 16% out of 100%. That's not a big. That's a.
It's 4.5 million in Houston.
That's
Okay,
below the poverty level, though.
Before we get that, I'm
wait.
finna open up a can of worms with this.
Below poverty level is only 16%. You got 100% of a poverty level. It's only 16% of these kids. That's
What?
So there's a big. So look at the difference to 100,000 from 16.
But I think that next step up above poverty, the poverty level number might be high.
Okay, so with
Yeah.
all that big,
The second tier,
all
yeah.
of y'all are on to something. So let me ask y'all: Take a guess at how many kids were born in 2024. Just take a guess. In the United States.
In the United
In the
States?
United States, how many kids do y'all think were born in?
2.3 million.
No.
Okay.
Much less than the normal rate because
In
sexuality
2024.
has changed. There's not as many kids. I bet you the number's not as high as it was in 2020.
Okay, just throw me a number out
Okay,
there for
let me
2024.
say-
Well, you know, we had the
At a
pandemic
percentage?
then.
Or you want a number?
Well,
Number
no,
2.3
yeah,
million.
okay.
That's what I said. 2.3
So
million.
hold on. Keith, K-Money, I heard you say pandemic. So hold on. Listen carefully. In 2024, give me a guess, your educated guess, of how many kids y'all think were born in the United States.
100,000.
100,000. What do you say?
I said 2.3 million.
What do you say, K-Money?
Shit, I'm gonna say 2.3 billion with Ray bad.
K-Money, do you really believe that? Or are you just following Rain Man?
Hey, I'm just
Don't
saying,
follow
United
Ray,
States,
man.
United States is big.
No, it's
Okay,
not that many.
so
though,
you want
man.
to take another stab at it, K-Money?
I'm gonna say a million.
Okay. Now, according to the CDC, the Center of Disease Control, the number of births in the United States in 2024 was 3,622,673 kids. Now,
Born in
So-
2024.
yeah. Now check this out. So currently, 16% of all children in the United States are living in poverty. So now, that means that over 500,000 kids in 2024
Living
were
in poverty.
born in poverty. So that's approximately 579,600.
That's a lot of families, man.
So over 500,000 kids born in 2024
Yeah.
are living in poverty.
And that was last year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So
a
now,
lot.
now, let me throw this out there. Now that we know how many kids that were born in 2024, let's give a breakdown on the race. Meaning, like what race of kids, who had the most kids in 2024? So in other words, who's fucking the most?
Hispanic.
Hispanics.
Hispanic.
Lupita.
Who do you say?
Ooh, it's tight. I would say, I'll say blacks are leading, but not by much.
Okay, so Slash
Hispanic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And K Money say Hispanic.
Hispanics, man.
And Comedian 96, you say blacks, but not leading Hispanics by much.
Right?
Okay. So we know that in 2024, over 3.5 million kids were born. Right? So 1,780,000 kids were born to white people.
That's a
wouldn't
third.
have
They,
guessed it.
they were
That's-
white
yeah.
kids.
That's a
Wow, I wouldn't have guessed that.
Secondly, 982,253 kids were Hispanic.
Another damn near third.
Okay.
So the rest were black, Indian, Asian.
Next is black. 472,756 kids were black.
Oh,
so
yeah.
less than half a million kids.
I was
were
not
black.
thinking because now we're having babies less. Blacks, the dynamics, women and us trying to date is not.
No.
It's not
So,
happening.
Hold
That-
on, let me finish.
it's not happening.
Let me
I
finish
just
the
thought
other,
about
Let me
that.
finish the other numbers. Then we can discuss it. Asians, 226,744. American Indians and Alaska Natives, 23,875. Native Hawaiian and other Pacific Islanders, 10,086. So, what were you saying, Comedian 96?
I was saying the dynamics, the way dating is much harder now, and he did say 2024. We're not together anymore like we used to be as far as relationships. A lot of men are saying, "No, I ain't dealing with that." So babies are not being had. I mean, men are getting smarter. I hate to say it. women are too, but we're not coming together like that anymore.
I think it's a lot involved rather than just us not, coming together, because even though we're not coming together, we still have physical attraction to the opposite sex. I think there's so much more involved to why we're not having that many kids, because you got to think about the way the government set a lot of shit up.
Right.
I'm just going back there because you have those that are same sex. That kills 50%.
I agree.
Of the shit. You know what I mean? So that's part of it. And what I do know is, the dating pool is not like it used to be, but that don't have nothing to do with having kids.
No, but what I'm saying is men are not skeeting up in these women no more.
Shit.
I disagree with that.
Who we have in office, child support here in Texas?
I think more sex is being had now than it was,
Well, why are we diminishing as far as birth rates? We went all the way down to 400,000.
I just said, I think because you have the same sex type of relationships that hinders that.
Right. So that means that women are not talking to men anymore. They're turning to their own different sex.
And not just that. Men are turning to men.
So we're not dating in the capacity as we used to back in the day. We're not.
They're dating. They just can't have kids together.
Yeah, but
you know what I'm saying. When it comes to male and female dating, there's
a disconnect.
Man,
a big disconnect.
It's a bunch of hurdles right there.
Right.
That we know you have to jump over. It's a lot of shit, but that's not stopping, dude. You gonna smash.
It's a lot of sex being had.
You gonna smash.
Right.
It's a lot of sex being had that's not even they're not even in relationships. So babies can be conceived from that.
Still be conceived.
Right. But what we're not doing is skeeting up in these females because
you're not.
I'm not trying to have no more child support papers. Hell no. Why? What, man? I'm not gonna go through that.
But man, I'll tell you something. And I agree with you, Comedian 96, because the child support game is a bullshit game. A bullshit game that I'm done playing. I swear to God, y'all.
Yeah.
Them people stopped that child support payment on me a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, thank you, Jesus. Because them bastards will have you in a chokehold.
Yeah, they treat you like a criminal.
Have your ass in a claw.
Yeah, bro. They treat you like a criminal. You're not. So it's like, I don't want to deal with that part of it.
That's got a lot to do. I agree with you.
Yeah.
Because we don't want to have that.
Let me ask y'all this in y'all opinion. And I want y'all to tell me. I'm going to ask y'all a question. Give me your opinion. But then I want you to explain why. So we know the numbers for 2024. Over 3.5 kids were born.
3.5 million. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, 3.5 million kids were born, right? So let me ask y'all. Do y'all think more or less kids once the numbers come out? And we won't know these numbers until 2026.
Right.
When the numbers come out, do y'all think it's going to be more kids born in 2025
than 24?
Than 24.
I'm going to say less.
I'm going to say less as well.
Yeah, I feel less too.
Explain to me why less.
I feel less mainly on the same reason we was just speaking on, the same sex.
Right.
It seems to be more and more, it's growing. The LGBTQ community is growing, right. and I just feel that a lot of more relationships are same-sex relationships. And majority of the kids that are being born are definitely being born out of wedlock or out of parents that aren't together.
Right.
Yeah, I say, like I said, the disconnect. Not only that, simps are playing out now. You still got simps out there, but they starting to wake up, especially in this economy. Man, I ain't finna be simping on and getting no girl pregnant, man. And they're not doing that no more, man. The game has changed.
I feel like the number's gonna be less due to several situations in our community. As far as, and I'm not talking about same sex couples, I'm talking about, male and female. I think why we're going to have less is because the young adults at that age that, begin to start have sex, really they just experiment. They don't know they're going to have a baby. That group of people, males, are now more going to prison more than we were. So a lot of the older, the youth
The YNs.
Young generation.
Yes.
That's what I'm
They
gonna call
going
it.
to jail faster.
They going to jail more. So they not even, gonna have that opportunity because they're going to jail. They doing dumb shit.
Okay, that's good, Slash. Before I give my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
But that's good. So when you think of going to jail, what race come to mind?
Black.
Okay, now, with that being said, again, that was good. But when we look at it, we got to look at it as a whole.
Right.
Because
all the people.
numbers in 2024 says that over a million kids were had by whites.
Yeah.
So let's say if blacks are going to jail, that still doesn't stop the whites.
Right.
Now, here's all of y'all agree. I disagree. Let me tell you why. Just one reason. The overturn of Roe versus Wade. They're going to be forced to have these babies.
Yeah.
That's a very good
They're
point.
going to be forced to have these babies.
Very good point.
So I believe that the Roe versus Wade is going to be more babies born in 2025 than 2024. Now, let me ask y'all this. In 2024, breaking down the states, give me the top 3 states. What do y'all think the top 3 states were for childbirth?
Texas, California, Texas, and New York.
Well, give me. Well, hold on. In order. What do you say, Comedian 96?
I'll say California, Texas, and Florida.
What do you say, Comedian K Money?
I'm gonna say Texas, California, and New York. I like that Florida guess though.
I'm the order for me. I agree with the Miami, for sure. But I would say Texas, California, then Miami.
Miami City.
Miami City.
State, Florida. You're meaning Florida.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, shit. Texas, California, Miami. I don't know. Florida. Yeah.
Yeah.
Florida. That's what I mean.
Yeah. You're thinking about the Latino booties around up there. That's why you think of Miami. Okay, Comedian 96.
Yes, sir.
You were spot on, man.
What?
California first. Texas. Well, California with 401,000, just a little over 400,000. Texas with 390,000, and Florida with 224,000. So, in regards to the state with the least amount, just give me one. Just give me the state with the least amount of kids born.
Utah.
Maine.
So Slash, you say Maryland.
I say Maine.
Comedian 96, you say Maine. K Money, you say Utah.
Yeah.
Now, I think I know why you would say Utah, but I would actually disagree with you on Utah because I would think that that's like a Mormon state.
Yeah.
And they'll have a lot of sister wives and a lot of stuff going on there. But all of y'all wrong. Vermont, 5,026.
Vermont.
Not fucking in Vermont.
Yep, Vermont. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to give a breakdown in the age group in the United States that gave birth in 2024. I'm going to give y'all a breakdown. Now, as we know, there were 3,622,000 roughly babies born in 2024. From the ages 10 to 14, 1,725 babies were born. So the age group, 10 to 14 years old.
How many was that?
1,725 babies.
Damn.
The age group from 15 to 19, 137,020 babies. The age group from 18 to 19, 102,615 babies. The age group from 20 to 24, 610,548 babies. The age group from 25 to 29, 989,140 babies. The age group from 30 to 34, 1,110,000 babies. The age group from 35 to 39, 621,000 babies. the age group from 40 to 44, 141,000 babies. And the age group from 45 to 54, 10,929 babies.
They still having babies after 40.
They were still having babies. Yep.
Golly.
Yep. So I want to reiterate. It costs nearly $19,000 to have a baby in the United States. That includes expenses for pregnancy, delivery, and postpartum care. The estimated cost to raise a child until the age of 18 can range from $200,000 to $310,000. If we take the high end of that, which is $310,000, that's approximately $358.75 a week that it costs to raise a child, which is $1,435 a month, which is $17,220 a year, which is $310,000 over the span of a period of 18 years. So listeners, you may recall at the beginning of the show, I said, I want to assume we were all created out of love. Well, that also was with the assumption that your parents poured into you until you reached the adulthood. And by law, that's 18. So in closing, here's the $1 million question. Or should I say the $310,000 question. If you are a parent, are you pouring into the $310,000 investment to get a good return? And if you're not a parent, evaluate yourself and answer this question. Did your parents make a good investment? This concludes another dope episode. Tune in tomorrow for Think Thursday. Don't forget to follow us on X, formerly known as Twitter, at 52 Scott Podcast, on Instagram and Facebook, the 52 Scott Podcast. And for all my YouTubers, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. Remember, the only way we grow is if you let them know.